Black Knights versus Patrick Mahomes and the Portland Snowhawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Portland Snowhawks and the London Black Knights. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. And now 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Here's Huntley.
So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
To throw, Huntley.
It's a short one here. Back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're just getting started in the first.
Huntley to throw.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books forces a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Snowhawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw.
Huntley. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Huntley.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Good move at the 30. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Huntley.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football, and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. From the 31, Mahomes working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Huntley firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. That's caught left side by Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now. All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker. Rarefied air. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Looking to throw. Huntley. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer. Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there
that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the gun on third down, Huntley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over in Tampa. An NFC South matchup between Atlanta and Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they bring out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw. Huntley. And he can't escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's go now. Take your line.
Throwing on third and long. Huntley forced out to under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, what a move. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he's flushed out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Huntley over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy. 66 yards. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And the return will stop right around the 25. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping the pressure right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Huntley buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on third and long. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Snowhawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. A spectacular catch by Sutton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Black Knights have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Pat Surtain.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Huntley. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
finding Sutton.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Here's Huntley.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Huntley.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Huntley to throw.
He completes this to Sutton. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Here's Huntley. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
To throw, Huntley.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for our visitors, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts.